test. Yo, boys, look what we're dealing with. But also look at this. Nice and sunny. Since it's nice and sunny out, let's do it this way. That's better background for you guys this way. It's been a crazy few days. This is week 3 of acting, and you know, this is one of those times when things just move pretty quick, and there's a lot of things that happen in a short amount of time. So essentially, in the last couple of weeks, I remember I was talking in the other videos. I was like, okay, I don't really know how to get better on my own. Like I don't really know how to practice. And then my buddy gave me the realization. He gave me some wisdom, and he said, look, bro, like you just got to put in the hours. You just got to do the volume. So like, even if people don't see the work that you're doing, even if it like doesn't actually, you know, get posted anywhere, or like no one actually reviews it or whatever, it's still work, right? Like it's still getting better. It's like, just like this basketball here. Me and my brother, we used to spend a lot of time out here, you know, in this court, and I would just come out here and I'd just shoot baskets, and I would just get better at shooting for the sake of shooting. So for acting, it's not that dissimilar, where, you know, just putting up some shots, like even if I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I need to be doing it every day. So I started working on a monologue, and told you guys about some books, and I started writing a feature that I'm happy with the idea, and I'm happy with the concepts and the way that it can be portrayed. So that's all good. And then I made that decision. And then before, in the other videos, I was like, guys, I need to get to Toronto. Like, I'm going insane in my hometown. I had applied to one film school, and then I was debating, like, is film school even relevant, right? Because this is like 99% who you know. This is like, most of it's just going to be just knowing the right person in the right place, right time, right? So that's not something that you can just predict and be like, yeah, I just got this certificate on Brad Pitt now. Like, it just doesn't happen like that. Just does not work. So connections matter. Connections and looks probably matter more than skill set, if I'm being real from observation. But regardless, I still applied, and I got messaged by a friend, and he gave me a call, and he was hiring for a role in town here. And it really was something that I wrestled with. I was like, I really like this guy. I really like the business that he has, but I know that he wants long-term commitment. I can't do that with this plan that I got in place. Like I want to be in the city, and I want to be doing that and be there. And, you know, that's how I can give myself the best possible chance. So essentially I thought about it, you know, asked God for some guidance. And then out of nowhere, at like 12:30 the night after, I see that I got accepted to acting for camera and voice at Seneca, which is in Toronto, for those who don't know. So I was like, that was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, because I was not sure that I'd get in there. I submitted some monologues, which I was happy with how they turned out, but, you know, it's that kind of gave me my decision, where I was like, okay, I probably can't do this job. I need to be in the city. This is something that's like happening. And in the meantime, until it's February now, I can put in work at home, and I can get a bit leaner. I can start putting in a few hundred hours into acting, and, you know, starting to understand a few things. Maybe buy like I was looking at like some async courses and stuff like that, like just for additional guidance. And then by the time I get there, if I can have a chunk of my feature written and then start getting into acting, I still don't know if I'll like the school, to be honest. So I'm gonna try it out a semester at a time and see how she goes. But, you know, it's in a place of like I was like, there was just so much uncertainty, and then I was like, I genuinely don't know what to do. And then this, even just a few days later, like I feel like it's given me a lot of direction and like a tactical kind of game plan. And also, like, one of my best friends like is moving back here for a bit, so it should make it like a fun time to hang out. And in that meantime, I can go to the gym lots and monologue lots and write lots, and, you know, just hang out. And and get better, and then have some momentum before I hit the city. But I'm excited. I think it's all. I'm out of like just like the sheer wilderness of like, okay, how the fuck am I even gonna do this? You know, like how is this even gonna come together? So it's cool. It's cool to have that. It's a blessing to have that, and such an answer. And I feel like God has been guiding me on this journey, big time. So yeah, it all feels like it's headed in the right direction, and I feel like I'm going to try and celebrate a little bit for getting in, but know that it's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a long time coming before anything gets put in place. A lot of hours, a lot of time in the dungeon. One of my favorite movies is Dark Knight Rises. When he just keeps jumping to try and get out of that cave after he gets his back broken. I feel like that's the kind of tenacity. It's like it's not. It doesn't feel like an if. It's like when, because like I think the biggest thing is like the endurance to make sure that I can just stay in the game long enough to get lucky, and that'll be what I'm trying to do here. But in the next few days, it's still trying to find some work around town. Maybe something, that hybrid job in Toronto. We'll see what happens. But I've accepted the offer officially from the film school, so it's beautiful, and it's time to put the actual plan in place and start putting the work instead of just talking about it. So this is going to be a bit shorter, but I will catch you guys on the next time I have some thoughts. All right, take it easy.